This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
And where's our opponent? Oh, here he comes in. Okay. I think they wanted Jimmy to walk in. You know, most people started in the ring.
Yeah.
They wanted Jimmy to walk in.
I almost wonder if that was his request.
It could have been. Yep. It could have
Maybe
been.
he wanted the pop and he wanted the camera to see him strutting in.
Yeah.
It feels like it would have been his request, whereas some of the other guys were maybe less focused on that and more like, yeah, whatever. I'll just go wait in the ring. I don't care.
Yeah, and he obviously, his music, which at that time, and of course it's not on the network, was ZZ Top's "A Sharp Dressed Man," was a very good theme song, and it always preceded him in, right?
Well, and he had these fancy jackets and gloves, and
right.
He wants his. I mean, this is part of the act. His girl, you know, patting him down and prepping him, and yeah, so it's part of the presentation.
Yeah, I get it. Again, we've talked so much about him. Just great family man. I think he had a couple of, I think he had girls. I think he and Patty had girls. I don't think he had any boys. I think they had like 2 or 3 girls. I'm not sure. I'm just doing by memory and don't know.
Hey, let me step out. I think this show we're watching might be mislabeled, or perhaps the history of WWE .com doesn't have it.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what? There it is. They don't have a rundown. That's my bad. The history of WWE, by the way, is where I've been looking up the results here, but they don't have a rundown of this show, just the other syndicated show. Yeah.
Really? So the people who run that website are kind of fucked, aren't they?
Oh no, they missed one day, Tony.
No, you shouldn't. If you're going to have a website that chronicles the history of this, or the Brain Buster, it's over. You should have each and every one down. You can load up YouTube and watch it. You can scroll through it. Shouldn't be any trouble. Do your freaking job. Come on.
Your freaking job. All of a sudden you became Meal Mascaris today. Do your freaking job.
Okay.
Promo, here we go. Do you want to hear this one, or do you want to
I want to hear it. I love Jimmy.
Come on, Tony. You know I'm a busy man. I don't have a lot of time, but I like to tell the world that everything I've said out here, I've done. I said I didn't like the Chief, and I said I was going to beat his brains out, and I did. I said I was going to drop him on his head, and I did. Now, you know, he's like one of them big palmetto bug roaches. You hit it on the head, you think you killed it. You come back an hour later, and it's gone. It's crawling around looking for you. Well, Wahoo McDaniels, you remind me of a roach. And I'm going to tell you right now, all these people talk about Indians, how they were raised and everything. You hear about strap matches. Well, the story behind that is the strap matches aren't what you people have seen. A strap match is when you bend a big Indian over and you beat his butt with a big, thick leather strap. And Wahoo McDaniels, I'm going to give you a warning right now. If you don't get out of my gorgeous hair, I'm going to go get one of them straps, and I'm going to beat you over right here on national television, and I'm going to whip you like your daddy used to whip you.
I don't know if you want to talk about a strap when you talk about Wahoo McDaniel. Let's go to the ring. In the ring now. Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare. Again.
Isn't that great that the crowd, no matter what?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just decades old, the old USA chant.
Oh, yeah, it is.
My favorite is when they would do it, you know, because they hated, you know, a guy from Russia or whatever.
Yeah.
But he'd be wrestling a Canadian.
Yeah.
And they're chanting USA. It's like, come on, guys.
USA. Well, they were telling him, you know, this is where you are, fucker. USA, USA. And so.
But, you know, sometimes it's like we're pulling for the other guy. Now, of course, nobody's really pulling for this guy.
No. I love Jimmy. I'm glad we listened to Jimmy Garvin's interview. Big old palmetto bug, you stomp, you think he kill you, you come back, and he's gone.
It's tremendous.
You don't pick him up and flush him, or like my wife would do with paper towel and flush him. You stomp him. Just let him sit there, and you come back later, and he's gone.
Wait a minute. Lois doesn't stomp the bugs. Lois doesn't capture them and scoot them outside and release them and say, you're free, you're free. But instead flushes them down the toilet.
Here's what she does, because she is petrified. I mean, fucking petrified of roaches. petrified. And thank God, we've got exterminators that come into it once a month to try to help us with that. But man, she'll scream, I'll come and stomp it. And then she'll say, pick it up. And I'll say, you pick it up. And she will pick it up and then flush it down the commode. Here's Great American Bash. There's the one from 85.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.